Welcome to Shamanic Journey number 58. I want to welcome you here again this week on our Tuesday evening drumming circle. As I sit here today, I made another rotation around the sun, my birthday. And as I sit here and reflect upon my existence on this earth and this particular time in my life, I look a little bit about some of the things that I've done in the past and some of the things that I'm doing right now and some of the things that I'd like to create for myself for the future. And for myself, it's been a very interesting journey. As I look at my life, I think about a lot of the times when I was under stress or when I had difficulties, I like to revert back to the past. And for me, it was a safe haven to reflect back on things that gave me a sense of comfort. Usually in my family, different family members gave me that sense of peace, and it was an escape for me. But as I exist now, and I've moved into a different aspect or a different place in my life, I've come to the conclusion that we live in the present moment. And we hear that expression used, to be in the present moment, be present, be here, and be now. This is all we have. And it's true to some degree. But sometimes the past has brought us to this present moment. And so it's important for us to really look back a little bit to learn and understand what we've gone through and what we've learned from those experiences so that we either can teach other people about how they can either learn different ways of handling issues that they may have, or we can reflect on the past so that we can use it as a learning tool for us to grow from those experiences. And I think it's important for us to be able to learn from the story that preceded us, his story, which is our own story, so to speak, right? Because we all have our own path that we followed, and we've all had our own way of, looking back on what we've experienced and putting it into its own perspective. So the present moment itself is really what's creating our future self. The way we create our perseverance, our patience, our ambitions, create our future existence, our future, whatever we want to create. And it's important for us to look at our lives and to understand that we can create our future by the present moment, by manifesting our thoughts, manifesting our speech, and manifesting our actions, and putting those things into action by creating a mindset as if they have already happened and being in the energy of the final feeling that we're looking for. As I look at my future self and as I look ahead, again, it takes a lot of courage to be able to create. It takes a lot of imagination to look into what is not already into its own fruition. And so it's important for us to be able to imagine, to be creative, to revert back to our childhood self and use the imagination that wasn't stopped by any of our adults or stopped by society, stopped by the media. It was our own imagination of just dreaming and being able to live in that fantasy world. And many times those fantasies that we had as children or those imaginations were sometimes real. Think about children who saw ghosts or saw family members or saw different spirits roaming around. What's to say that wasn't real? That was real to them, and it is real. It's only the adult mindset through the state of being in a sense of fear that creates a change or shift in consciousness for a child. If we revert back to our own childhood and we live in that sense of imagination, we can create a sense of harmony and a sense of growth for ourselves. But it takes that openness to do that. And as we journey here and we do the shamanic journey, it's important for us, as you know, to surrender your ego, to allow the imagination to flow in. And that's how we have this deep connection. And that's how we do, for example, when I do Akashic record readings, I'm allowing my ego to be pushed aside. I'm allowing the spirit come through to pass information to me. And I'm sure the more you do this and the more you take this serious in terms of being a child, but also being dedicated, then you will receive information that has relevance to your life. So what I'd like to do today is I'd like us to journey today to your future self. I'd like you to see what the future holds for you. for you to be open to any information that comes through, and to see that the potential for what you actually see is waiting for you. It's there in the background, it's there in the future, it's there in front of you if you only allow it to come in. So what I'd like to do is to go on our journey today. It'll be Shamanic Journey number 58, which will be an exciting journey because our future holds such a bright thing for us, right? We have the capacity to be all we want to be and to see all we want to be. We don't want to let people stop us in our path for dreaming and for imagining. And we don't want to let society do that to us, especially. And we don't want to let children's imagination be stopped or blocked. Because if we do that, then we're really blocking ourselves. So dream big, think big, and look into the future. So we'll start off with our journey today. I'd like you to take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. And just let your body go. And if you can cover your eyes and just relax, lying down or sitting up, sitting in a comfortable position, let's go on our journey. Walking in a cavernous valley. To the left and right of us are red rocks. There are cactuses left and right on the ground. The sun shines directly on us. And as we take a deep breath in, we could smell the red rock and the dry ground beneath us. And as we walk on this path, we look in the distance and we see the red rock mountains in front of us. And we feel the power of the energy beneath us as we walk. Follow the smooth contour of the path. And take in the different flora around us. And as we walk on this path, the path veers to the right. Rocks to the left and right of us become closer on our path. And as we walk ahead, there's a wide cave that leads into the bottom of a little mountain. Out of the sun. And into the darkness. We feel the cool air in our lungs as we take a deep breath in. further, we see a reflection of the sun on the opening. And as we walk, we come out the other side. You look around at your surroundings. Where are you? What does it look like? And as you turn around, you look up at the rock and you see a spirit animal. What spirit animal is it? Ask the spirit animal, what does my future self look like? And you listen for the answers. right of you, a boulder. What color do you see as you put your hand on this rock? You exchange energy. Then the rock absorbs your positive ions. You feel the deep connection. Take a deep breath in and release your hands. And you walk on the path that leads you out of the area you're in. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Move your fingers, move your toes, shrug your shoulders. And when you're ready, come back into the room. Okay, so today was Shamanic Journey number 58 towards our future self, and hopefully you received some information and guidance towards the future of what is presented or what is to come. As I said earlier, our present moment creates our future. What we do now creates or manifests into the future itself. So what we speak, what we think, and how we act reverberates, just like throwing a rock into the water. And we don't sometimes see the end of the reverberation of all the different waves that are made, but eventually we catch up to them. So the important thing is to create and then wait and be patient and live in a sense of imagination and in wonder. It doesn't mean living somewhere else in this moment while you're on earth, but it means not to curtail or remove the childlike self within you. And always keep that going, because that's an important aspect for us to be who we really are, our true essence. So I'd like to thank you today for joining me for this journey, and hopefully you received some information, and I hope you have a great evening today and a great week ahead. And as I always mention, if you're interested, please give the video a like, and if you're interested in subscribing, I'd appreciate that. And if anybody's interested in an Akashic record reading, or you can visit my website at adamgaleuniversalhealing.com. Okay, I hope you have a great evening, and thanks again for joining me.